Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ice Age. My name is Iceman, and I'm bringing you the second part of my 3x3 Rubik's Cube tutorial video. So this cube is exactly the same as the way it ended up in the previous video. I did the green layer here. I got all the appropriate pieces in the bottom layer put in the right spots with the appropriate centerpiece. All the corners are put in. So what I'm going to do in this video is hopefully I'll be able to get through actually the rest of the cube, show you guys this middle layer here, and then do this top layer here, finish it all off nice and pretty, and you guys will be able to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube, impress your friends, all that sorts of good stuff. Alright, so the middle layer is actually pretty simple because it's only 4 pieces that you have to worry about, which are 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. You don't have to worry about these center pieces because, like I explained before, they don't actually move relative to each other, so there's no need to worry about actually trying to put them somewhere because they're already exactly where they're going to end up. So, because you only have 4 pieces to worry about, that's really nice. And how you do the middle layer is you look in the top layer, right here, for any pieces that do not have this color on them. So in this case, this color is blue, this center piece right here. So you want to be looking for these middle pieces up in this top layer that do not have any blue on them at all. So in this case, you see that there are 3 here that don't have blue on the top, but if you look down on the side, like for instance this one does have blue on it on the side, so that's not a good piece, because anything with blue on it is going to end up somewhere in this top layer. It has to, so that the blues line up, and you're looking for pieces that are not going to have any blue on them at all, which are going to go in this middle layer. So right here you see one that fits the criteria. It is in the top layer. It does not have blue on the top or on the side. So the way that you get this piece in where it's supposed to go is you look at the color that's on the side of the top layer right here. You don't want to be looking at this top one, the red side. You want to be looking at the yellow side, the one that's in the side of this layer. What you want to do is you want to match that up with its appropriate centerpiece. In this case, it's just one side away, which is really nice. So you can just turn the top once like this, and now you see you have it lined up here with its centerpiece. An easy way to check to see if you've done this right is to make sure that there's a capital T upside down here with the bottom layer, and then this line right here all the way up to the top. So now remember, keeping the previous layer that you did, in this case the green layer, is the bottom. That's kind of a way to do this. And now you see here that you have these lined up, and so now you want to be looking at this color right here, this red color, the adjacent side of this piece. And what you want to do is you want to find the centerpiece relating to this color. So in that case, the red side is right here. And when I say red side, I mean the side containing the red centerpiece. So, you know, some of these other pieces aren't red yet, but what I mean is that this piece is the important one. You want to find the centerpiece that matches up with this top piece right here. So here we have that. What you want to do is kind of counterintuitively, you want to rotate this piece, or so the whole top layer, you want to rotate it away from that red centerpiece, this way. So now some of you viewers may notice that this is actually the same place that we found this piece in before I had even moved anything. And you're right. Yeah, sometimes that'll happen, and once you get good at the cube, you will notice that before you even move anything. You'll say, oh, I see this piece here. I'll see that the red is already opposite from this yellow piece right here, and then you know you won't even have to move it. But that just comes with practice. So for a while, when you're starting out the cube, you want to go ahead and make the T right here, and then move the piece back away from the top color of that piece. So now, again, you move this piece over here. Now you want to take the face that has that centerpiece that you were just looking at. So with the up flick down for the bottom layer, I was always talking about, you know, rotating the face that had the green color in it, the color you were interested in. In this case, it's actually backwards. So you've moved this piece over here, and now you don't want to touch it. You don't really want to mess with it. So you're going to take this face here and do the up flick down with this face. And again, since this is left-handed, it's up this way, flick this way, and then down this way. And the goal of this, you'll notice, is that I've actually moved one of those pieces I just took so much time to fix. It's actually not in the right place anymore. This green corner piece is now up here. And the way that this kind of algorithm for the middle layer works is that by putting this back down into its proper place, it will actually pull this piece with it and put it in its proper place over here. So now the way this works is it's exactly like doing the bottom layer over again and putting this piece back in its right place. And if you guys remember, that's by looking at the color adjacent to it, in this case red, moving it to the appropriate centerpiece here, and then doing up, flick, down with the side that has the green face in it. So in this case it's up, flick, down. And now you'll notice there's that yellow and red centerpiece right in the right spot between the red center and the yellow center. And that's all you're going to be doing for the rest of the colors. So we actually had one already set for us just by dint of doing the bottom layer, so that's really nice. So you'll see here we have two more pieces that will need to be fixed in order to finish this middle layer. So again, let's go back up to the top, look for any pieces that don't have blue. So here's two possibilities. We'll look down at this one, and just like that we have another option to solve. So like I was doing before, you want to make the T with the side of the color of the piece that's on the side of the top layer, so in this case white. So we just want to rotate it over here to get this capital T upside down looking right here. Then just like before, we want to find the centerpiece for the color that's adjacent to that piece we were just looking at, so in this case red. And so here's the red centerpiece, and so like I was saying, kind of counterintuitively, we want to rotate this piece away from that centerpiece, so this way. And again, kind of counterintuitively, unlike the bottom layer, you want to now rotate this side, not the side with the piece in it. So you want to do the up flick down on this color over here, just like that, up flick down. You'll notice that this guy has now been knocked out of place. So all we're going to be doing is fixing this back just like we did before. So in this case, looking here from the green, here's the red centerpiece. So we want to rotate the top layer to match these guys up. In this case, the green's on the left side, so this is a left-handed up, flick, down. Put the green piece back in where it should be, and there you see the white and red piece right in the middle of the red and white centerpieces, just like that. So now you see we've got three of the pieces done. Here's the last one that we need to solve, and we can just resume looking in the top for it, and here it is. See, it's one of the ones that doesn't have any blue on the top, and it is the one that doesn't have any blue on the side either. You can also just say, well, I need the orange and white piece. So you look up here for anything that has orange and white, and there it is. Sometimes, though, you'll get what are called parities, in which case, say, for instance, this piece right here was actually orange and yellow. So that it was the right piece in the right spot, but backwards. And that's a situation that comes up pretty often. I can talk about that in a later video when I can discuss some of the 3x3 parities, but for right now we actually just got kind of lucky that none of the pieces here were actually in a parity situation, so we can go ahead and actually just solve this one right here and finish off the middle layer. So same as before, we want to be looking at the side of the top layer. Here's the orange color, you want to match it up with the appropriate middle piece color, so this way. You look up at the top layer of that piece now, it's white, so you want to find the white centerpiece, which is over here. So counterintuitively, rotate it away from the centerpiece that you were looking at, like this. Then again, now counterintuitively, you want to rotate the side of the centerpiece that you were looking at, not the piece that you were actually interested in. So it's up, flick, down, just like that. Again, here's the piece that's been knocked out of whack. And to solve this one again, just like the bottom layer, you look sideways at the adjacent color. Here's white, rotate this top layer so that the whites match up. And in this case, green's in the left side, left face, so it's a left-handed up, flick, down. You fixed the green side again, and just like that, the bottom two layers are now done. Turns out that I actually might need to make a third video for this because I did more explaining than I had planned to do in this video, but that's good because now you guys will understand the reason why I did a lot of this stuff. The last layer will take a little bit of time, and maybe it makes more sense 3 videos for 3 layers. And yeah, so I'm just going to talk about the last layer in the next video, and then the cube will be done, and then hopefully I will have time to make a video kind of explaining any sort of parity situations, basically things that require a little bit of extra work to get into the proper place that you can finish solving the cube. So I'm going to leave this until next time, and peace, love, and ice.